Okay, it is, 2:37 in the morning. That's not good, but I have submitted all of my 11:59 deadlines. I know I need to go to bed, but I don't have a class until later in the morning, so I do get to sleep in. So, not too much harm done. I don't get to mute myself or turn off my video this time, so here goes. So this semester I am in a class called TEDxArcadia. Everyone in the class works together to host a TEDx event at Arcadia University. Normally when we're all on campus together, the event actually happens at Arcadia University in the Great Room at the end of the semester. But because Arcadia... Because Arcadia? You mean that super cool student blog that I happen to write for that I can access by visiting www.arcadia.edu/blog/because-arcadia? Never heard of it. Or have I? Is fully virtual this semester. We are going to be hosting Arcadia University's first ever virtual TEDx event. We got to pick the theme of the event, so we decided to call our event 2020 Vision. So, if you want to join us for our TEDx event, it is going to be on December 3rd, 2020 at 5 p.m. Another cool thing that we're doing to promote our TEDx event is we post regularly on our social media accounts. So on our Instagram, the members of my class, myself included, have been filming these 3-minute short videos where we reflect on the theme of our event. So I thought that I would do the same here now, except I don't have as much of a time constraint, so I'll be able to, articulate myself a little bit better. I want to be as honest and straightforward as I can, so I will start by saying that it's been really difficult just to be here because the world just can't really seem to give us a break. Just existing right now gets really overwhelming sometimes. I don't know about you. Don't get me wrong, I feel really lucky that me and my family and my friends are healthy and safe, and that we still get to continue on with our lives and adapt however we can. I really do feel very fortunate because of that, and I want to acknowledge that, but I also think that it's important to acknowledge the hard parts too. When we first started quarantining, I was disappointed that I had to leave campus halfway through the semester, but I was doing pretty okay. I came home after campus shut down back in March, and I thought that this was going to be a great few weeks to be home with my family and just kind of reset. But then the 3 weeks turned into the rest of the spring semester, which turned into the entire fall semester, and we don't know what's going to happen in the spring. So I thought that quarantining was going to be the perfect opportunity to make the best of a bad situation, and I was really looking forward to rising to the occasion and doing that for myself and proving that I could do it. But that's not what happened at all. I found myself feeling really unmotivated to do anything. It was a struggle to finish the semester, and after the semester ended, my mental health took a pretty dark turn, as did the state of the country, and that didn't help at all. And the weight of everything just kind of caused me to shut down for a while, and because of that, I was really disappointed in myself. That being said, since then, for my own sake, I've been trying to come up with a few different ways in which I'm actually pretty proud of myself. For one thing, like I said earlier, existing is just really difficult right now, so I've learned to, celebrate the little achievements that mean that I'm still going, and I'm still here, and I'm still carrying on every day, even though I might not feel like I'm doing that or like I'm not doing a very good job. I had completely forgotten until recently that earlier this year, back in the spring, in less than 3 months, I wrote and illustrated my own children's book. It was a project for a class, and I had to submit it in less than 3 months because I had a deadline, but I still did it, and I'm really proud of that. On a smaller scale, I've learned to consider it an achievement if I got enough sleep the night before.
When was the last time you got any sleep?
I don't know, 2-3 days, not important. I don't need sleep. I need answers.
Or if I ate at a normal time. or if I completed my assignment on time. I think that we should all be gentle with ourselves right now. So that's what I've been trying to do. I do get disappointed with myself when I'm not gentle with myself. I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself, or when I don't do any of the stuff that I just said. It's really late. It's 2:43 in the morning now. But I've learned to take the days one day at a time, and if I don't meet my goals for one day, then I'll wake up and I'll have another chance tomorrow, or in this case, later today. I also think that it's important to talk about growth. We tend not to see it really, because to us the progress that we make is slow, but I think it's worth it to look back and see how far you've come. The Black Lives Matter movement and the election and all of the intersecting issues that surround that have been at the forefront of my mind, and I've been trying to use these months at home since then to really take a good hard look at myself and reflect and evaluate my values and my actions and the changes that I want to see in the world and the changes that I want to make in myself, because I want to be better, not just for my own benefit, but for the people who've been deserving of just better for so long and haven't gotten that. And, you know, to me, things like allyship are kind of just the bare minimum of being a decent human. But I am glad that I've been able to learn so much over the past several months about like how to be a better ally. And even though that progress has not been linear by any means, I've grown a lot. And I am really thankful for that opportunity that I've been given that I don't think I would have gotten in any other circumstance. I know that it can be really hard to look for the positives right now, especially when it doesn't seem like there is a bright side to look at right now. But I still find ways to be hopeful. Like, I see so many people coming together to demand justice for Breonna Taylor and George Floyd and the many others like them who aren't here to fight for their own justice because their existence has been taken away from them. And I see people having difficult reflections and conversations and unlearning their own biases and prejudices and learning how to use their privilege to serve those who don't have it. And that makes me incredibly hopeful, because that to me is evidence that things are getting better. You know, that drive and determination and resilience to make things right, that also makes me feel really hopeful. And I think that hope is something that we should all hang on to right now, because that's what seems to be keeping me going, because hope feels like something to look forward to, you know, the anticipation that we're going to come out on the other side of this and that things will be different and better one day. I don't necessarily think that we'll ever go back to normal, but I am hopeful that after all of it, at the end of the day, we will emerge from this and create a better normal, you know? So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go to bed now, but stay tuned for future Because Arcadia posts and for our virtual TEDx event on December 3rd.